let me offer you this question. Have you ever seen something happen, perhaps somebody in your business, somebody in your family, somebody that you knew, that made a decision that was very uncharacteristic of them? And it made you kind of go, you know? Very often that can happen, and a leader, particularly when you're talking about leading in a changing environment where the needs are changing, the results may be changing, your strategy has to adjust a little bit. The leader has to be aware that that is very applicable to them as well. Let me give you an example. When I work with pilots and flight crews, there were a number of years ago that the National Transportation Safety Board, the NTSB, was doing some research on what they called SLOJ behavior. It stands for SLOJ, and it stands for sudden loss of judgment. And the idea is, why is it that sometimes a proficient, capable, quality pilot who has demonstrated an entire career of quality decision making, quality leadership, and leading their teams in flying the airplane, all of a sudden come up and do something that just makes you go, what? The NTSB was referring to that as SLOJ behavior, and they were actually doing some research on it. The point I'm just making to you is this: we are all susceptible to SLOJ behavior, and no matter how much we try to sell ourselves, it can still be there. So the two key questions that leaders have to not only understand about themselves for awareness, but they also have to model it and instill it in their people. The first question is simply this: how soon will you be aware when you're starting to do that? When you're starting to go into SLOJ behavior, you're starting to go down a route that may lead to an outcome that you would not have wanted in any way, shape, or form. And the second question, very simply, is what are you going to do about it when you sense that? How are you going to instill that in your team? Are your team members that report to you, are they increasingly aware of when they may be starting down that road? Are you? If they see you starting to go down that road, do they have the comfort level with asking you some questions? Or have you shut that down? So the bottom line is, keep in mind that SLOJ behavior has nothing to do with a person's knowledge, a person's abilities, or anything that they have demonstrated in the past. SLOJ behavior can result anytime. So I leave that with you this week, and just kind of look in your organization. Are there hints that maybe there was SLOJ behavior when you're talking about your team and its performance, or you?